Part 20. God Level Tip, report the walking 500,000 at the beginning. Author, Tian Taido. Chapter 192. Shen Mange wanted Li Hao to go to Shanghai with her and walk the red carpet with her. Li Hao agreed directly. Great. Shen Mange was surprised and extremely happy. Brother Hao, I'll toast you a glass. Shen Mange was even more delighted to pick up a glass of red wine and said to Li Hao. Li Hao also picked up the wine glass directly. Yaking, you drink too. Seeing Yaking's unhappy look, Shen Mange said again. The three of them drank Petrus red wine, ate delicacies from the mountains and the sea, and looked at the beautiful night view of Jiangbei. It was a different flavor. Suddenly, at a certain moment, ding dong, the host saved the relationship between a father and son and resolved the misunderstanding between the two. Congratulations to the host, and get the reward, 51% of the shares of Huai Brothers and Sisters Media Group, 51% of the shares of Yingdi Entertainment Group. The system prompt sound suddenly rang in Li Hao's mind, which shocked Li Hao. It turned out that the reward was received. This reward is obviously the reward corresponding to the reminder on the head of the barbecue stall owner. It's actually the shares of Huai Brothers and Sisters Media Group and Yingdi Entertainment Group. Li Hao read in shock, and it's 51% of the shares. In other words, from now on, he has absolute control over Huai Brothers and Sisters Media and Yingdi Entertainment Company. Li Hao naturally knows Huai Brothers and Sisters Media Group and Yingdi Entertainment Company, and it's well known. Huai Brothers and Sisters Media Group is one of the best media groups in China. It can be said to be a giant in the media industry. It can be regarded as half of the media industry. The founders of Huai Brothers and Sisters are two brothers and sisters, one is called Wang Daiying, and the other is called Wang Xiajun. These brothers and sisters are also bigwigs in the entire entertainment industry. As for Yingdi Entertainment Group, it is similar to Huai Brothers and Sisters Media Group. It is also a giant in the entertainment industry. Of course, the main industries are still in record publishing, music production, artist management, and other aspects. Li Hao never thought that the system would directly reward him with shares of these two groups. It can be said that Li Hao is now a big shot in the entertainment industry. Li Hao himself does not know how much the shares of these two groups are worth, but this is no longer a simple value that can be measured by money, but more energy. It was when the system rewarded Li Hao with the shares of these two groups. The two major groups, Huai Brothers and Sisters Group and Yingdi Entertainment Group, caused a shocking earthquake. In Huai Brothers and Sisters Group, everyone from top to bottom did not understand why their bosses, Wang Daiying and Wang Xiajun, would give 51% of the shares to a stranger, which was equivalent to handing over the group they had founded with great effort. However, Wang Daiying and Wang Xiajun did not say anything, and just gave up the shares, and they thought it was natural, which made the people under them a little confused. A similar situation to Huai Brothers and Sisters Group is also happening in Yingdi Entertainment Company. Everyone in Yingdi Entertainment Group did not understand why their boss Yang Xiaochen suddenly gave up more than half of the shares of Yingdi Entertainment Group, which he had worked hard for decades to establish. After Li Hao received the reward from the system, he was shocked and excited. He couldn't calm down for a long time. A smile appeared on Li Hao's face, and he looked at Shen Mange in front of him. Shen Mange is a popular singer. If she knew that she had become the boss of these two groups, what would her expression be? It should be very exciting. I'm afraid she would throw herself into his arms directly, right? The system actually made him a big boss in the entertainment industry. Don't be too cool. Can't I just sneak in casually? Li Hao felt very happy. What's wrong? But at this time, Shen Mange asked Li Hao in surprise. She saw Li Hao smiling at her, and that smile looked a little malicious. Nothing, nothing. Drink, drink. Li Hao was startled, and said lightly again, and directly picked up the wine glass and continued to drink. But at this time, Qin Yaqing's mobile phone suddenly rang. Qin Yaqing picked it up and saw that it was an unfamiliar number, but it was a local number. Qin Yaqing picked up the phone anyway. "Hello. Who are you? What's up?" Qin Yaqing said directly to the phone. "Qin Yaqing, this is Lu Guangqiang. Do you remember me? We were in the same class in high school." A man's voice suddenly came from the phone. It turned out to be Qin Yaqing's high school classmate Lu Guangqiang, the class monitor that Shen Mange had just mentioned. It turns out to be the old class monitor. "What's up?" Qin Yaqing couldn't help but frowned when he heard what Lu Guangqiang said. He naturally knew what Lu Guangqiang was going to say when he called at this moment. It was nothing more than talking about the class reunion, but Qin Yaqing still deliberately made a questioning look and asked, "I haven't seen you for so many years. Qin Yaqing, are you okay?" "It's like this. I organized a class reunion for all the old classmates who haven't seen each other for so many years to meet. It will be the day after tomorrow. The location is a famous hot spring hotel in Jiangbei. Almost everyone will come back. Yaqing, you must come." Lu Guangqiang's voice sounded again on the phone. "Well, I have to go to work the day after tomorrow, so I don't have time. I'm sorry." Qin Yaqing had no idea about this class reunion and simply refused. "No, Qin Yaqing. Please take a day off. We are all old classmates from high school. You won't even give me this honor. Everyone will come. If you don't come, then this class reunion will be meaningless." Lu Guangqiang said on the phone again. "By the way, even your best friend Shen Mange is coming, so you should come too." Lu Guangqiang said again. Qin Yaqing was speechless. "Also, you can bring your family members to this class reunion." "Qin Yaqing, you are not married yet, right?" Lu Guangqiang asked again. "No." Qin Yaqing frowned and said. When Lu Guangqiang on the phone heard Qin Yaqing's answer, he was shocked again and felt happy. If he is not married, then I think he still has a chance. Regardless of whether Qin Yaqing has a boyfriend or not, he wants Qin Yaqing's boyfriend to be him, Lu Guangqiang. "Yaqing, you must come. I have booked a hot spring hotel. Then we can have a meal together, have a party, and take a bath in the hot spring." Lu Guangqiang said with a smile again. "Okay." Qin Yaqing said calmly and hung up the phone. "Look, it's all you." Qin Yaqing stared at Shen Mange again and said. Everyone said that Shen Mange had agreed to attend the class reunion, so it was hard for her to refuse. God level tip, report the walking 500,000 at the beginning. Author, Tian Tian Taido. Chapter 193. Haha. Yaqing, it seems that Lu Guangqiang still has ideas for you. However, Shen Mange laughed again and said to Qin Yaqing. Lu Guangqiang chased Qin Yaqing when he was in high school, and now he actually asked Yaqing if she was married. This was clearly another attempt on Qin Yaqing. "Qin Yaqing. Li Hao, will you go too?" At this time, Shen Mange looked at Li Hao again and said to Li Hao. "Should I go too? Isn't this good? I'm not your high school classmate." Li Hao said weakly again. "Didn't Lu Guangqiang say he can bring his family members? You are Yaqing's boyfriend. There will definitely be drinking at the party, so you have to protect us." Shen Mange said it matter-of-factly. Li Hao was speechless. Why does Yaqing's boyfriend want to protect you? Come on, it's just a shield. Li Hao said lightly, but he didn't pay much attention. Haha. That's what it means. Shen Mange laughed again. Ever since, we happily decided to have a class reunion the day after tomorrow, and Li Hao also went with us. Keep drinking. One cup after another. All three of them drank a lot. Gradually, it got darker and later, It was already past 10 o'clock. It's hard to drive after drinking. Moreover, this Shanglaxi hotel is their own hotel, so the three of them prepared to stay here. Wow! This presidential suite is really different. When Li Hao and the other three were led by the manager on duty to the presidential suite that had been reserved for Li Hao, Shen Mange became excited. "Mr. Li, there's no need to open another room for you, right?" Beside Li Hao, the manager on duty asked Li Hao in a low voice. "Forget it. This suite is so big, you can sleep there for just one night." Li Hao didn't bother and opened another one. "Then let's go. Call me anytime again. There is our duty phone number on the landline in the suite." The manager on duty said directly again, and he was ready to leave very wisely. When he left, he also said something. "Mr. Li, I wish you a happy time." "Li Hao? Have fun? Are you playing with snakes in the middle of the night? Shouldn't you take a good rest? Li Hao, don't you open another room." Seeing that Li Hao actually came in and didn't look like he was going out, Qin Yaking asked Li Hao again. "Well, we don't have a presidential suite anymore. It's not only expensive to get another one, but I'm not used to it, so I'll just make do with it. The bed is big, I don't mind squeezing in." Li Hao suddenly grinned and said. "Ha ha. Li Hao, you are so bad. You actually want to sleep with us." Hearing Li Hao's words, Shen Mange started laughing and couldn't help but say. Qin Yaking next to her also had a dark look on her face and stared at Li Hao speechlessly. "You don't mind, we do." Qin Yaking said lightly, but her pretty face couldn't help but blush with embarrassment. This guy actually wanted to sleep with them. It was so bad. How could he be allowed to do so? Qin Yaking immediately said, "You sleep on the sofa, and Manji and I sleep on the bed." "All right." Li Hao could only say lightly. "Li Hao, go take a shower quickly. Yaking and I can only take a shower after you finish." At this time, Shen Mange said to Li Hao again. As a result, Li Hao could only take a bath obediently. More than 10 minutes later, Li Hao came out again wrapped in a bath towel, exposing his upper body. When the two women saw Li Hao coming out, they were attracted by Li Hao's skin color and figure. I have to say that Li Hao's skin is really white, even similar to theirs. Moreover, Li Hao's body has very clear muscle lines and is very strong. Coupled with Li Hao's handsome appearance, it is simply perfect. "Wow, Li Hao, how can your skin be so good? You are so strong." Shen Mange couldn't help but said excitedly, her beautiful eyes fixed on Li Hao's body, her pretty face turned red. Although Qin Yaking next to her didn't say anything, she was also staring at Li Hao, and her pretty face couldn't help but blush. "Let's go in and take a shower too." "Yaking." Shen Mange said to Qin Yaking again. Then he looked at Li Hao again and followed Li Hao's reminder. "Li Hao, you can't peek." Li Hao was speechless and stared again. "Do I look like a peeper?" Li Hao said indifferently, "If you want to see it, you must do it openly." The next moment, Qin Yaking and Shen Mange also went in to take a shower. Bang! The bathroom door is closed. Soon, the sound of swish water came from inside. At the same time, there was also the sound of two women playing and fighting. In the bathroom. "Yaking, do you think Li Hao will suddenly barge in?" Shen Mange asked Qin Yaking. "I don't know. If he breaks in, we can't stop him. I heard from my grandfather that he is not an ordinary person. Warrior, do you know? You don't know, the first time I fainted in the bathroom at that time, this guy even tore down the door to my room." Qin Yaking said again, remembering the time she fell in the bathroom. "Ah! Warrior! Is he so strong? What if he really breaks in?" Shen Mange said again. Qin Yaking, cold salad. "Yaking, yours is so big." Suddenly, Shen Mange said to Qin Yaking again. Qin Yaking was also speechless and glared at Ye Xiun's chest. Yours isn't too small, either. The two have been best friends for many years, and this is not the first time they have taken a shower together. There are many topics among women. Li Hao, who was vibrating boredly on the sofa outside, glanced indifferently in the direction of the bathroom. They are quite big. They are all quite big. I have seen them all. Li Hao murmured, even though the two of them were in the bathroom with the door closed and there was still the sound of water. What they said was naturally heard clearly by the monk Li Hao. Regarding the topics they talked about, Li Hao is the one who has the most say, because he has seen them all. Although they were only a brief glance, they are unforgettable. What a beautiful scenery, it would be great if I could just enjoy it. However, no idea of a certain moment. In the bathroom, the two women started fighting while taking a shower. Suddenly, Qin Yaking stepped on a bubble and suddenly slipped. Ah! Ah! Two exclamations sounded almost simultaneously. Ouch! Qin Yaking let out a cry of pain. Yaking, are you okay? In the bathroom, Shen Mange saw Qin Yaking slipping, and her pretty face changed color instantly. Li Hao! Yaking fell down again. Shen Mange screamed again. The next moment, the bathroom door opened. How's it going? How's it going? Are you okay? Li Hao's voice came. Li Hao's eyes widened when he saw the scene in the bathroom. Spring is here. Spring is in full bloom. The garden is full of spring scenery. Infinite spring. You are listening to novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. God level tip, report the walking 500,000 at the beginning. Author, Tian Tian Taido. Chapter 194. Li Hao was just daydreaming about some wonderful things, but now it happened directly. Li Hao's eyes were straight. No matter what, he would wait and see. Anyway, he would not suffer any loss, and it was Shen Mange who called him. How is it? Are you okay? Are you okay? Li Hao pretended to be anxious and asked the two women with concern. Li Hao saw that Qin Yaking had already sat on the floor in the bathroom, and Shen Mange next to her was helping her. The most important thing is that both of them were naked and had some bubbles on their bodies. Ah! But at this moment, a cry of surprise suddenly came out of Qin Yaking's mouth. Qin Yaking stared at Li Hao with wide eyes, and the next moment her face was full of panic. Shen Mange next to him was also stunned, and then screamed. Li Hao, how did you get in? Pervert, hooligan. Get out, get out. Li Hao. Qin Yaking's roaring voice also resounded again, staring at Li Hao with beautiful eyes as if she wanted to kill someone. She just slipped a little, and she didn't get hurt except for the pain in her butt. Li Hao was dumbfounded again when he heard the two people's voices and saw their fiery expressions. Shen Mange, isn't I your me? Li Hao was speechless and rolled his eyes. Get out, get out. I called you, but I didn't let you in. Li Hao. Get out if you want to. Humph. Li Hao said lightly again, and while speaking, he looked at the two women again, and then turned around and went out again. I have to say that the two women have really good figures. When Li Hao walked out of the bathroom and closed the bathroom door. In the bathroom, Qin Yaking and Shen Mange's pretty faces were blushing. Mange, it's all your fault. Why did you call his name? Qin Yaking stared at Shen Mange and said speechlessly, and then sighed again. Oh, now it's over. Li Hao has seen everything. However, Shen Mange, who was standing next to him, licked her tongue again, and a trace of embarrassment appeared on her face. She said weakly. I just made a slip of the tongue and called out the wrong name. Sorry, Yaking. But it doesn't matter. Anyway, Yaking, you have been seen naked by that guy a long time ago. I am the one who suffered the loss. Chin Yaking, dot. It seems to make sense. Yes, she was seen naked last time. She still suffered the loss. The two girls took a shower and went to sleep. They closed the door of the room tightly and locked it like a thief. Faintly, they could hear rustling sounds coming from the room. It was the habit of the two girls to lie down and chat. No words were spoken that night. Soon, another day passed. The third day. After Chin Yaking dealt with the company's affairs, she left Zhu company. But Shen Mange had already been waiting for Chin Yaking on the sofa in the lobby downstairs of Zhu company. Although she was wearing a mask, sunglasses, and a hat, Shen Mange, who was sitting there, still attracted a lot of attention. From her temperament and figure, it can be seen that she is definitely a beauty. Even some male employees of Zhu company could not help but sit next to Shen Mange and wanted to chat with her. Beauty, are you alone? Beauty, are you waiting for someone? Who are you waiting for? Maybe I can help you. Beauty, can I exchange WeChat? Dot. In just a short while, 3 or 4 male employees of Zhu company saw Shen Mange sitting in the lobby and came to her side to chat with her. Because Shen Mange was wearing a hat and a mask, they did not recognize that the beauty in front of them was actually a popular singer in China. But at this time, a domineering female president in professional attire appeared in front of several people. 1 or 2 of you have nothing to do. Which department are you from? Chin Yaking's cold voice sounded directly in the ears of these male employees. Boss Chin. Boss Chin. Ah. Boss Chin, we'll go back to work overtime now. When the male employees heard Chin Yaking's words, their faces suddenly changed. Seeing the iceberg goddess Chin Yaking coming in front of them, they shouted to Chin Yaking respectfully, and then hurried away. I was so ashamed that I was caught by Boss Chin when I was chatting up. Oh, my domineering female president, you finally came down. When did you get into Shan Shui Group? You even became the boss of Zhu company. You are so awesome. Don't you want your Yazoo anymore? Seeing Chin Yaking appear, Shen Mange smiled and said, and she was also shocked. If Chin Yaking hadn't asked her to come to Zhu company to wait for her to get off work, she wouldn't have known that Chin Yaking was already the boss of Zhu company. Shen Mange naturally knew that Zhu company was a subsidiary of Shan Shui Group. Although it was just a company, it was backed by the big tree of Shan Shui Group, which was not comparable to Yazoo. Chin Yaking didn't even tell her about such a big thing. What a shame. And they slept in the same bed at night these 2 days. Chin Yaking was speechless and said lightly. Yazoo has been acquired by Shan Shui Group and merged with Zhu. Let's go out. Li Hao will be here soon. Well. What car is she driving today? Is it Bugatti Veyron? Shen Mange nodded, but asked again. She actually hoped that Li Hao could drive a Bugatti Veyron. It was so eye-catching, although it was a bit uncomfortable to sit crowded with Chin Yaking. Have no idea. Chin Yaking said again, she knew that Li Hao also had a Lamborghini Poison. The two walked out directly. Soon, a black Audi appeared in front of the two women. Get in the car. Rolling down the car window, Li Hao said to the two women. Shen Mange looked at Li Hao's car and his eyes widened. Huh? Audi. Li Hao, you actually drove an Audi here. Chin Yaking didn't say much and sat directly on the passenger seat. Ah. Get in the car quickly. Li Hao said lightly. Where's your Bugatti Veyron? Shen Mange asked again. Sit down or not? If not, I have to leave. Li Hao was speechless. What happened to Audi? It's also a car that costs hundreds of thousands. Sit, sit, sit. Shen Mange said quickly, then opened the rear door and sat in. Although it is an Audi, he can only make do with it. Does Li Hao want to keep a low profile? She didn't notice the car's license plate. Holy shit, is that a military vehicle? The number 3 car of the Southwest Guards. Mr. Chin and the others actually boarded the number 3 car of the Southwest Guards Army. The one driving the car seems to be Mr. Chin's boyfriend, right? The boss of our Shanshui group. At the entrance of Zhu Company, many people from Zhu made horrified sounds when they saw this scene. Li Hao, on the other hand, had already driven this Audi to the place where the 2 girls' classmates were meeting. God level tip, report the walking 500,000 at the beginning. Author, Tian Taido. Chapter 195. The 2 girls' class reunion was held at a famous hot spring hotel in Jiangbei, which was what Lu Guangqiang had said on the phone before. Which hot spring hotel? Li Hao also heard it at that time, and asked the 2 girls while driving. I'll check it right away, there is a place in the group. The next second, Shen Mange said immediately. At Alice Hot Spring Hotel. Alice Hot Spring Hotel. Qin Yaking heard Shen Mange's words, but she was surprised. She had already blocked the group of her high school classmates, and only now did she know that the name of the hotel Lu Guangqiang had booked was Alice Hot Spring Hotel. What's wrong? Shen Mange looked at Qin Yaking in confusion, but the next moment her eyes lit up, as if she had thought of something, and immediately asked again. Is this Alice Hot Spring Hotel a hotel of Yu Hao Group? Li Hao, who was driving next to him, also had a strange look in his eyes. It shouldn't be Yu Hao's hotel, right? Li Hao was also a little uncertain, because there were so many hotels under Yu Hao Group that he couldn't remember them all, and of course he was too lazy to remember them all. No. However, Qin Yaking shook her head and said affirmatively. In fact, what she wanted to say was that it was a coincidence that although the Alice Hot Spring Hotel was not a hotel under the Yu Hao Group, it was an industry of the Shanshui Group. Shanshui Group is a super multinational group, and it also has a lot of investments in the hotel industry. This Alice Hot Spring Hotel is one of the hotels of the Shanshui Group. Shen Mange responded lightly, as if she was a little disappointed, and didn't say anything more, but immediately asked Li Hao again. By the way, is it in the suitcase in the morning? Of course. Li Hao said lightly. That's good. It contains my and Yaking's swimsuits. Shen Mange said weakly again. In the morning, when they were still at the number 1 villa in Jiangbei, Qin Yaking threw a suitcase to Li Hao, which contained some clothes of the 2 women, and was put into the trunk by Li Hao. Tonight is a class reunion, and it is at the Hot Spring Hotel, so we must take a hot spring bath, so swimsuits are indispensable. Tonight, after eating and taking a hot spring bath, we must stay there. Li Hao drove the car directly to the direction of Alice Hot Spring Hotel. This Alice Hotel is located in the suburbs to the west, next to the Zilong Snow Mountain scenic area. Li Hao drove for more than an hour and finally arrived at this Alice Hot Spring Hotel. When Li Hao and the other 2 came to the parking lot of Alice Hot Spring Hotel, the parking lot was already full of various cars, and there were many luxury cars. Obviously, they were all tourists who came to Alice Hot Spring Hotel to take a hot spring bath. Li Hao stopped the car without attracting any attention, then pulled the suitcase of the 2 women, and followed the 2 women into the hotel. Just when the 3 of them arrived. In a VIP area of the Alice Hot Spring Hotel, there is an open-air hot spring. There is also a row of tasting tables next to the hot spring. The tables are filled with a variety of food, including mountain and sea delicacies, fried chicken and beer, fruit platters, cakes and desserts, pizza and red wine, and western steak. It is simply too rich. This is the area of the Alice Hot Spring Hotel that is specially used for VIP customers to have dinner and hold parties. At this moment, there are already 20 to 30 people gathered here, and the atmosphere is very lively. Brother Chiang, you are awesome. Boss Lou is awesome, he is worthy of being the monitor of our class. He can even hold a party in Alice Hot Spring Hotel. It must have cost a lot of money, right? Brother Chiang, I heard that you have started your own company and become the CEO. Is it true? It's only been a few years? Brother Chiang, you are already a boss. That's awesome. I am still working for others, can you take me with you? A man who looks to be about 28 or 29 years old, wearing a small suit, a bow tie, and a big back hair, looks average, but looks like a big boss. And this man's name is Lu Guangqiang. There are already a lot of people gathered around him, and they look about the same age. These people are Lu Guangqiang's high school classmates, and they came here to attend the class reunion just because of Lu Guangqiang's appointment. Not much, just 200,000. It's nothing. Hearing these old classmates' words, Lu Guangqiang's face showed a faint smile, and he said it in a nonchalant manner, as if in his eyes, 200,000 was nothing. 200,000. Brother Chiang is really rich. Oh my god, 200,000. Isn't that much? Isn't that nothing? For a while, there were many exclamations. It's really nothing. I have opened a small company now, and I don't make much a year, but it's about 5 or 6 million. Hearing these people's voices and shocked looks, Lu Guangqiang's face showed a bright smile again. It's time for him to show off, and he said lightly again. Hiss. When everyone heard Lu Guangqiang's words, they all took a breath of cold air. Only 5 or 6 million. Brother Chiang, aren't you worth hundreds of millions? Oh my god. Awesome class. Among our high school classmates, you are still the most powerful. The exclamations kept ringing, but Lu Guangqiang felt very comfortable in his heart. I heard that Fan Jian seems to be doing pretty well too. He seems to be a boss too. Is that true? Well, that's right. It seems that I even bought a villa. By the way, why hasn't the goddess of our class come yet? Where are the two great goddesses Qin Yaqing and Shen Mange? I wonder if these two goddesses have a boyfriend. I remember that Qin Yaqing was fair and rich. She seemed to be Qin Lai. Now, what is Qin Yaqing doing? You don't even know this. Yeah, I just came back from Kangdong. Qin Yaqing is the CEO of Ease Cox. Do you know Ease Cox? Then Shen Mange is still a famous singer now? I didn't expect that our female classmate is a popular singer. I wonder if she will come today. When many old classmates meet, they only ask questions about their current work and development, and now these people are already communicating with each other. Don't worry, you can meet the big singer later. I called Shen Mange and Qin Yaqing specifically, and they will come together later. At this time, Lu Guangqiang said firmly again, his voice filled with strong confidence. When the two girls arrive, the main topic will begin. God level tip, report the walking 500,000 at the beginning. Author, Tian Tian Taido. Chapter 196. One after another, people are coming. Brother Chiang, did you call everyone in the class? Someone asked Lu Guangqiang again. Definitely not. Lu Guangqiang said lightly. Although what was said on the phone was that everyone was called out and everyone came back, how could that be possible? There are 40 or 50 people in their high school class, and if they can also bring their families, the cost will not be high. Lu Guangqiang is not stupid. The reason why he holds this class reunion is not only to show off in front of these old classmates, but also has another purpose. Qin Yaqing is his purpose. When he was in high school, he confessed his love to Qin Yaqing many times, but she was rejected by Qin Yaqing all the time. Qin Yaqing's family was in good condition, so it was understandable that she looked down on him. However, things are different now. He is no longer what he used to be. Now he has opened his own company and is worth hundreds of millions. If he confesses his love to Qin Yaking again, he will definitely have a chance. By the way, idiot, have you done what I asked you to arrange? Lu Guangqiang said to a young man next to him. This young man was also his high school classmate, but he had already helped him with errands. Don't worry, brother Chiang. I have already made arrangements. I will definitely give Qin Yaking a surprise soon. She will be so excited that she agrees to you. The young man immediately patted his chest and said, Brother Chiang, look, Qin Yaking and the others are here. But at this moment, the young man suddenly looked in one direction, where there were two beautiful figures walking towards this direction. Who are the two girls if not Qin Yaking and Shen Mange? Ouch, the two goddesses from our class are here. Shen Mange is a great singer. Please sign your autograph for your old classmate. Shen Mange, Qin Yaking, you are finally here. Everyone has been waiting for you two for a long time. When Qin Yaking and his two men arrived, the voices suddenly resounded again. Everyone's eyes at the scene fell on the two women, and then they could no longer move their eyes away. There is light shining in their eyes. What a beauty! As soon as the two girls appeared, the other girls present became inconspicuous. Wow, we haven't seen each other for a few years, you two are getting more and more beautiful. Yaking, aren't you married yet? My child is 3 years old. At this moment, even some girls looked straight at him and couldn't help but say to Qin Yaking and Shen Mange. Huh? Who is that guy behind? It seems like he's not our high school classmate, right? It should be Qin Yaking and the others together. He can't be one of their boyfriends, right? He's quite handsome. Many people noticed that there was a boy behind Qin Yaking and Shen Mange, but they felt a little strange. When they saw it for the first time, they immediately began to guess the boy's identity. Soon, Qin Yaking, Shen Mange and the boy behind them came directly in front of everyone. Qin Yaking, Shen Mange, long time no see. We haven't seen each other for several years, and you two have become more and more beautiful as you grow older. At this time, Lu Guangqiang had already stood up and asked Qin Yaking with a smile. Yeah, long time no see. Shen Mange responded lightly, but Qin Yaking next to him didn't say anything. Sit down quickly. But when Lu Guangqiang's voice fell, he saw Li Hao standing behind the two women, and his expression froze. Who is this brother? Lu Guangqiang asked weakly again. I forgot to introduce you. This is my boyfriend. Li Hao. However, in the next scene, everyone saw a scene that shocked them extremely. They saw Qin Yaking actually holding the boy's arm, showing a stunning smile, and said, What? Boyfriend? This boy is actually Qin Yaking's boyfriend? Oh my god, he is really Qin Yaking's boyfriend. I didn't expect that the goddess was also chased by someone. The good news still goes to outsiders' fields. When Qin Yaking introduced Li Hao as her boyfriend, these people had a look of disbelief on their faces. They were so shocked that they couldn't help but say. In the front, Lu Guangqiang heard Qin Yaking's words and saw Qin Yaking holding the young man's arm. His expression suddenly hardened and became a little unnatural, even a little ugly. His goddess actually has a boyfriend? Where did the boyfriend come from? He had inquired about it before. Lu Guangqiang was so angry. Li Hao, they are all my high school classmates. Qin Yaking said to Li Hao again. I wonder what this brother is doing? Where is he high up? It's quite a feat to be able to catch you, Qin Yaking. Lu Guangqiang looked at Li Hao again, with a glint in his eyes, and asked Li Hao in a deep voice. Zhangde, study. Li Hao said lightly. What? Still studying? Haha. So you are still studying. I didn't expect that Qin Yaking, you actually like the younger one. Lu Guangqiang laughed again. Hearing Lu Guangqiang's words, Qin Yaqing's eyebrows wrinkled again. Hello, I am Lu Guangqiang, the general manager of Zhongcheng Industrial. Lu Guangqiang's eyes flashed with fierceness, and he actually extended his hand to Li Hao again, wanting to shake Li Hao's hand. Hello. Li was startled and replied calmly. He was about to extend his right hand from his trouser pocket to shake hands with him, but his arm was held by Qin Yaqing's hand. Li Hao was stunned again. Qin Yaqing didn't let him shake hands. So, Lu Guangqiang's hand was stretched in the air, and the atmosphere was a little awkward. Lu Guangqiang was also stunned. He didn't expect that the other party would not give him face. The smile on his face froze again. The next moment, Lu Guangqiang actually reacted quickly, raised his right hand again, revealed the brand name watch on his wrist, and checked the time. But at this time, another exclamation rang out beside him. It was the young man named Lengzi. Wow, brother Jiang, your watch is actually a Rolex. How much does this watch cost? The young man Lengzi was very discerning and knew that Lu Guangqiang was deliberately pretending to be cool, and he was a competent shill. Hearing what the young man said, the other people around him also set their sights on Lu Guangqiang's wrist. Not expensive, just over 300,000. Lu Guangqiang enjoyed this feeling very much, and said lightly. Brother Jiang is really rich. He even wears a Rolex. Many people looked at the watch in Lu Guangqiang's hand with a touch of envy in their eyes. Look at him, he has only been out for a few years, and he has become a boss and wears a Rolex. Qin Yaqing and Shen Mange looked at each other at this moment, and an inexplicable look appeared in their eyes. And Li Hao looked at the scene lightly, but he wanted to see a fool. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. God level tip, report the walking 500,000 at the beginning. Author, Tian Tian Taido. Chapter 197. When Li Hao saw this scene, he wanted to laugh. At this moment, he was also wearing a watch on his hand, but his right hand was in his trouser pocket, and his wrist was held by Qin Yaqing so that he could not take it out. This guy in front of me, with a Rolex worth more than 300,000 yuan, is actually showing off in front of me? What kind of wonderful expression would the other party have if he recognized the watch in his hand? It's already 7 o'clock, and everyone is almost here. Let's start eating and drink well. We'll take a bath in the hot springs later. I've already booked the room. Just tell me my name later. At this time, Lu Guangqiang said to everyone again. Come on, let's pick up the wine glasses and cheer. The party begins. The next moment, Lu Guangqiang directly picked up the wine glass on the table and said to everyone. Cheers. Cheers. Mr. Lu is awesome. The music also started playing. Move every time, hit every time. Lu Guangqiang, will pay for everything tonight. Lu Guangqiang rarely spoke boldly. Brother Jiang is so heroic. The monitor is awesome. The compliments kept ringing out. The atmosphere at the scene was very lively, and everyone began to eat and drink. Many people were drinking and reminiscing about old times. There were also people with their families and children, who were having a good meal, and some people had already started to toast one by one. Their faces were rosy after drinking. Li Hao sat next to Qin Yaqing. He didn't know anyone well, so he didn't have much sense of presence. It was like someone was looking at him from time to time, with a gloomy and unkind look in his eyes. Gradually, many people drank some wine. There were also a lot of people gathered next to Lu Guangqiang's seat, and people toasted to him from time to time. But at a certain moment. Stupid, it's almost done. Let's go. Lu Guangqiang said to the young man named Lengzi beside him. The young man nodded and left from his side, not knowing what he was doing. The next moment, however, Lu Guangqiang stood up from his seat again, then picked up the wine glass and came to Li Hao. "Brother, come on. Drink." A charming smile appeared on Lu Guangqiang's face, and he actually wanted to toast Li Hao. Li Hao raised his glass directly. But at this moment, Lu Guangqiang actually leaned down, leaned into Li Hao's ear, and whispered. "Brother, I would like to advise you, Qin Yaking is not suitable for you, break up with her. If you are short of money, I can give you a sum of money." Lu Guangqiang's voice was so low that only Li Hao could hear it. There were many people at the scene and there was fast-paced music, so even Qin Yaking next to him didn't hear it. "Oh? Really? How much?" Li Hao asked with great interest. Hearing this, Lu Guangqiang was overjoyed again. "How about 1,000,000? Lu Guangqiang said immediately. 1,000,000? Ha ha. Li Hao laughed again when he heard Lu Guangqiang's words. "What? Think it's less? How about 2,000,000? Lu Guangqiang said directly again, increasing the price by 1,000,000, thinking that Li Hao might think the money was too little. "Do you think she is only worth 2,000,000? Li Hao said calmly. After hearing Li Hao's words, Lu Guangqiang's face suddenly condensed and he said to Li Hao again. 5,000,000. How about 5,000,000? However, Li Hao shook his head again. "Brother, don't be too pushy." Lu Guangqiang said coldly again, a little angry. "Humph. Just wait and see." However, Li Hao looked calm, with a sneer on his lips. "So what if we wait and see?" Lu Guangqiang sat back down again. Next to Li Hao, Qin Yaking looked at Li Hao in surprise again and asked Li Hao. "What did Lu Guangqiang tell you just now?" Seeing the two of them talking so close together, Qin Yaking couldn't help but be curious about what they were talking about. "He asked me to give him my girlfriend. Give me 5,000,000. Li Hao said calmly, without any concealment. "What? You actually?" When Qin Yaking heard Li Hao's words, her eyes widened suddenly, with a look of disbelief and a hint of anger. The next moment, Qin Yaking looked at Li Hao sharply again and asked coldly. "You agreed?" "No." Li Hao looked at Qin Yaking's look and thought Qin Yaking was a little cute like this, so he said lightly. Qin Yaking just breathed a sigh of relief. "That's about it? Why are you only worth 5,000,000? You should be given tens of billions even if you don't say anything." Ha ha. But at this moment, Li Hao's voice came. "Li Hao? Are you looking for death?" Hearing Li Hao's words, Qin Yaking immediately became angry. She glared at Li Hao with a fierce murderous intent in her eyes, and then stretched out her nine-yin white bone hand and pinched Li Hao's waist fiercely. "Ah! It hurts." Li Hao pretended to be in pain again, and even screamed to cooperate with Qin Yaking, but in fact it didn't hurt at all. When he shouted, everyone saw Li Hao and Qin Yaking stroking around and flirting, especially Lu Guangqiang, whose eyes were full of jealousy. That's when the lights in the entire area suddenly went out, as if there was a power outage. "Ah! Why is it suddenly dark? Will there be a power outage in such a large hot spring hotel?" Suddenly, another voice of surprise sounded. But the next moment, in the darkness, some lights came on again. The lights formed heart shapes and the word love. Everyone saw that a 4-layer cake with candlelight was pushed over to the side. The young man named Lengzi took the microphone. "Today is actually Brother Chiang's birthday. Let's wish Brother Chiang a happy birthday." The young man held the microphone and said directly. "Ah! Today is the birthday of the old squad leader. It's General Manager Liu's birthday. Happy birthday." Everyone's face was full of strange colors again, and they said one after another that they didn't expect that today was actually Lu Guangqiang's birthday. Wasn't it a class reunion? How did it become a birthday party? The music has been remembered. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you. Everyone started singing the happy birthday song. Lu Guangqiang was put on a birthday hat and then pulled over to blow out the candles. Brother Qiang, make a birthday wish. The young man said next to him. The next moment, everyone saw Lu Guangqiang holding the microphone, but he looked at Qin Yaking first. My birthday wish is that the person I like can also like me. Lu Guangqiang said seriously. Qin Yaking, I have liked you since high school, and it has not changed until now. Can you give me a chance? Lu Guangqiang called Qin Yaking's name, walked over slowly, and actually confessed to Qin Yaking. This is poaching in front of the other's boyfriend. God level tip, report the walking 500,000 at the beginning. Author, Tian Tian Taido. Chapter 198. It was originally a reunion of old classmates, but now it has turned into a birthday party. The next moment, this birthday party turned into a confession party again. Everyone looked at the scene in amazement, with a look of surprise on their faces. No one thought that today was Lu Guangqiang's birthday. What they didn't expect was that Lu Guangqiang actually confessed his love directly to Qin Yaking, and Qin Yaking was a man. My friend is right next to me. Want to poach someone in front of her boyfriend? Everyone's expressions became a little weird, and they all looked at Li Hao. In their eyes, this guy seemed to be stupid. He was still sitting there blankly, and even kept eating. Immediately afterwards, everyone saw Lu Guangqiang pick up a box from the top of the cake cart. That box was extremely delicate and had a brand logo on it. Cartier. The brand logo is a string of English words. Cartier. A well-known jewelry brand all over the world. What's in it? Everyone's eyes couldn't help but show a hint of surprise again, staring curiously at the Cartier box in Lu Guangqiang's hand. It must be jewelry, not like a ring, because the box is relatively large. The next moment, Lu Guangqiang opened the Cartier jewelry box directly to Qin Yaking. A string of extremely exquisite necklaces appeared in front of everyone's eyes, so dazzling under the gorgeous lights. This is a Les Oiseaux necklace from Cartier, composed of 5 drop-shaped emeralds, a mother-of-pearl beak, sapphire eyes, emerald eyes, and 899 round brilliant-cut diamonds. Wow, what a beautiful necklace! There are so many diamonds. Which Cartier model is this? I'm afraid it will cost a lot of money, right? When Lu Guangqiang took out the necklace, a series of exclamations suddenly resounded, especially those girls, who looked at the necklace with a touch of yearning in their eyes. This is Cartier's Les Oiseaux necklace. I spent 2 million to give it to you. Yaking, as long as you promise me to break up with him, this necklace will be yours. Lu Guangqiang looked at Qin Yaking again and said directly. Oh my god, this necklace costs 2 million. Is it so expensive? Brother Qiang is a rich man. If it were me, I would agree directly. When Lu Guangqiang told the price of this necklace, everyone in the audience was shocked. This necklace actually cost 2 million. This is not ordinary expensive. Some girls looked at Qin Yaking with a hint of envy. If it was them who Lu Guangqiang confessed to, they would have already agreed. So what if he had a boyfriend? Just dump it on the spot. I wonder what this Qin Yaking will choose. That guy can still hold it back. My girlfriend is about to be robbed. If it were me, no matter who the other party was, they would probably do it. At this time, non-human eyes fell on Li Hao again. When they saw that this guy didn't move at all, they couldn't help but whispered again, with a touch of contempt in their eyes. It's really what a coward. Even Shen Mange, who was next to him, couldn't help but pull Li Hao and said weakly to Li Hao. Li Hao, your girlfriend is about to be snatched away, Why don't you react at all? Although Shen Mange knew that the two were not really boyfriend and girlfriend, Li Hao was a little too calm. Was he a man? Haha, what's your reaction? Li Hao said with a smile again. Shen Mange was extremely speechless, but he didn't say anything more. Instead, he looked at Qin Yaking, wanting to see how his best friend would answer. Rejection was determined by how she refused. Putting aside the fact that Lu Guangqiang, who is ordinary looking, is really not worthy of his best friend, how could a cold and domineering CEO goddess like Yaking be taken down by a necklace with 2 million on it? This Lu Guangqiang is too whimsical, and what is Li Hao's identity? He is the CEO of Yuhao Group. Will his net worth be low? Qin Yaking looked at the scene in front of her in confusion, and did not expect that Lu Guangqiang would confess to her again. The next moment, Qin Yaking said calmly, "Sorry, I prefer the watch my boyfriend gave me to this necklace of yours." While speaking, Qin Yaking picked up her left hand, and on her wrist, she was also wearing a lady's watch. Before, they didn't even notice it. At this moment, everyone was shocked when they saw that Qin Yaking's watch was also studded with diamonds, and it was so dazzling under the light. And this watch was surprisingly bought as a gift to Qin Yaking on Qin Yaking's mother's birthday last time. That's Vacheron Constantine. Someone recognized the brand of Qin Yaking's watch at first sight and couldn't help but say, "It looks like it's also very expensive, doesn't it? It should cost a lot of money, right? Which Vacheron Constantine model is it?" The sound of surprise and suspicion kept ringing again, and some girls directly took out their mobile phones and logged into Vacheron Constantine's official website to make inquiries online. The next moment, there were exclamations suddenly, and a girl looked at the price of this watch on her mobile phone, with surprise written all over her face. It's 37641/F03GB031 from the Vacheron Constantine Hughes Creative Series, more than 3.8 million. What? A watch worth more than 3.8 million yuan. Is it true? Hiss. It's really more than 3.8 million. Holy shit. This watch was given by that guy? How is this possible? Everyone's faces were filled with shock and their expressions were extremely complicated, and they all turned their attention to Li Hao. Even Lu Guangqiang was staring blankly at the watch on Qin Yaking's wrist at this moment. More than 33.8 million? Was it given by that guy? How is this possible? Lu Guangqiang didn't want to believe that that guy could actually afford such an expensive watch. But soon, Lu Guangqiang's face showed a sharp light again, and he thought of something. I didn't expect that he is actually a rich second generation. But, so what, he is the boss of the company, he founded his own company, and he is worth hundreds of millions. Can this guy compare to him? It was a mistake on his part. He should have spent more money to buy a more expensive gift. It's not that he can't afford a watch worth more than 3.8 million yuan, he can also afford a few million more. However, just as Lu Guangqiang had this idea, Qin Yaking's face in front of her showed another stunning smile, and her face was even more firm and confident, and she said arrogantly, "No matter what you give me, it can't compare to this watch my boyfriend gave me. I like him, and I want to be with him every minute and every second." Qin Yaking said firmly, as if she was taking an oath, and as if she was confessing her love to Li Hao. God level tip, report the walking 500,000 at the beginning. Author, Tian Tian Taido. Chapter 199. I like him and I want to be with him every minute and every second. Qin Yaking looked at Li Hao and said firmly, as if she was confessing her love. The sudden affection made Qin Yaking's pretty face blush even more. She didn't even know where the courage came from. Maybe it's because of the beauties that appear around Li Hao from time to time, maybe it's the pressure brought on by his best friend, or maybe it's the unknowing obsession with Li Hao. When Li Hao heard Qin Yaqing's words, he was startled. He felt very unexpected. Qin Yaqing seemed to be serious. At this moment, Qin Yaqing was looking at herself affectionately. You were really caught off guard. In front of everyone, why don't you give some response? Li Hao felt that it was necessary for him to respond a little to stop Lu Guangqiang from thinking about Qin Yaqing. Ever since, Li Hao directly took Qin Yaqing's hand. I like you too. We will be together every minute and every second and never be separated. Li Hao said affectionately. When Li Hao's hand took Qin Yaqing's hand with the watch, another exclamation couldn't help but rang out. He also wore a watch. What kind of watch is this? Patek Philippe. It's Patek Philippe. Oh my god, this is the Patek Philippe 5004T Titanium Edition. The Patek Philippe 5004T Titanium version is priced at over 25.4 million yuan. This is one of the most expensive watches in the world, the king of watches. What the hell? His 25,400,000. Many people also noticed that Li Hao actually wore a watch on his hand. Even some people recognized that the brand of Li Hao's watch was Patek Philippe, and some people also took out their mobile phones to check quickly, and some gasped. The sound of cool air kept ringing. At this moment, Lu Guangqiang's eyes widened, and the look on his face was as exciting as it was exciting. He also knew watches, and saw the extraordinariness of the watch in Li Hao's hand, but he did not expect that this watch turned out to be a Patek Philippe 5004T titanium version priced at more than 25.4 million. Lu Guangqiang's complexion became extremely ugly. He was swollen after being slapped in the face. He was showing off the more than 200,000 yuan Rolex in his hand. Compared with the other party's Patek Philippe 5004T titanium version, it was so, he was really crushed to pieces. What? This means more than 25.4 million. Even Shen Mange next to him opened his mouth wide at this moment, his eyes full of shock. Unexpectedly, the watch in Li Hao's hand was worth more than 25.4 million, and Qin Yaqing's watch was also worth more than 25.4 million yuan. More than 3 million. What Shen Mange didn't expect was that Qin Yaqing's watch was actually given to her by Li Hao. As a good best friend, Qin Yaqing didn't say anything about the watch, which made Shen Mange pout again, with some opinions in her heart. But in the next moment, everyone was still shocked by the watch on Li Hao's wrist. Li Hao looked straight at Qin Yaqing, and Qin Yaqing also looked at him affectionately at this moment. Li Hao couldn't help but feel moved in his heart. Ever since, Li Hao stepped forward, hugged Qin Yaqing, and kissed her in front of everyone. Qin Yaqing's eyes widened, her head went blank and she was at a loss, but her pretty face couldn't help but be filled with blush. Li Hao actually kissed her again? Mainly because there are so many people watching. Ah. Oh. Well. Depend on. Wipe. Everyone around was staring blankly at this sudden scene and couldn't help but curse. This unexpected dog food. Moreover, the person Li Hao is kissing is the goddess in the hearts of many boys, so it should feel very good. As for Lu Guangqiang, his face turned extremely ugly when he saw this scene, as if he had eaten xiang. Li Hao didn't kiss for long, and they separated again after a moment. Qin Yaqing stared at Li Hao with an evil look in her eyes. Li Hao, what are you doing? Haha, I couldn't help it. Li Hao said with a smile again. At the same time, the entrance and parking lot of Alice Hot Spring Hotel. Two security guards were patrolling on electric bicycles. The two of them were chatting and sighing while patrolling. There are so many rich people nowadays. No. They all drive luxury cars. Damn, I don't even recognize some of the cars. Is this a Rolls-Royce? Yeah. There's a Maybach next to it. What is this one? You don't even recognize Bentley. What about this one? Maserati. Dot. Perhaps out of boredom, the two of them recognized the car logos one by one, as if they were visiting a car show. Suddenly, huh? A voice of surprise came from the mouth of one of the security guards. What's wrong? The other security guard next to him suddenly asked in confusion. Look at this car. The security guard said again. Isn't this a broken Audi? Is there anything so strange about it? No, look at his license plate. Why are these license plates different? License plate. The next moment, the other security guard looked at the license plate of the broken Audi he was talking about. The license plate of this Audi is actually white with black numbers and the words in front are actually red. A military vehicle. Is this a military vehicle? 00003? This is the number 3 officer car of the Southwest Garrison Army. Oh my God. A big shot has come to our hotel. The security guard is middle-aged and used to be a soldier. He recognized the Audi in front of him as the number 3 officer car of the Southwest Garrison Army and exclaimed in surprise. What? Number 3 officer? Is that the military commander? Oh my God. The other security guard was also shocked. As we all know, in the Garrison Army, the garrison commander is the biggest, the number 1 officer, followed by the number 2 officer, the deputy garrison commander, and then the number 3 officer, the military commander. These are all real big shots that will shake the entire Southwest. If such a person comes to their hotel, it will be a big event. Maybe it's the 3rd commander of the Southwest Garrison Army who's here in person. We have to report it quickly. The 2 security guards immediately hurried to report the matter to their superiors. At this moment, a dinner party was taking place in the center of Jiangbei City. A middle-aged man with a big belly, who looked like a leader, was drinking with several other business friends and bosses. He was Yu Jiang, the boss of Alice Hotel. But at this time, Yu Jiang's phone rang, which made him frown slightly. He was having a great time drinking. Yu Jiang saw that it was the call from the hotel's duty manager, so he picked it up. Hello? What's the matter? Mr. Yu, the car of the 3rd commander of the Southwest Garrison Army appeared in our hotel. On the phone, the duty manager directly reported the matter. What? You are listening to novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. God level tip, report the walking 500,000 at the beginning. Author, Tian Taido. Chapter 200. Yu Jiang stood up from his chair when he heard the words of the duty manager on the phone. What? The number 3 officer's car appeared in our hotel? Are you sure you won't make a mistake? Yu Jiang's face was full of shock, and he asked in a deep voice. Sure. I took a photo and will send it to you right away. The duty manager on the other side said with great certainty. The next second, a picture was sent to Yu Jiang's mobile phone. The picture was an Audi car under the light, and the license plate was a military vehicle license plate with black letters on a white background. 00003. Yu Jiang was shocked again when he saw this photo. Oh my God, it's really the number 3 car of the Southwest Garrison Army. The number 3 officer came to my hotel. Yu Jiang said in shock. No, I have to rush back to Mashan. I'm sorry, everyone, a big guy came to my hotel. I have to rush back to receive him. I can't drink with you today. Next time we go to my hotel, let's drink to our heart's content. Yu Jiang said directly to the other friends at the table. Mr. Yu, what's going on? What kind of big boss would make you not even drink? Is it worth you to rush back to receive him in person? Yes. Mr. Yu. He just had 2 drinks. Aren't you a big boss? Mr. Yu. When the business friends of Yu Jiang at the dinner heard that Yu Jiang was so shocked after receiving a call and was about to leave, they frowned and asked. It's like this. The duty manager just told me that the number 3 officer car of the Southwest Garrison Army appeared at the door of my hotel. Hearing what everyone said, Yu Jiang had no choice but to speak directly. What? The number 3 officer car of the Southwest Garrison Army. The number 3 officer of the Southwest Garrison Army came to your hotel. Damn, the military envoy of the Southwest Garrison Army. When everyone heard what Yu Jiang said, they were shocked and suspicious. I don't know if it is the Southwest Garrison Army, but it is likely. Yu Jiang was not sure whether it was the Southwest Garrison Army's garrison commander. The car might have been driven by someone close to the Southwest Garrison Army's garrison commander. Then you should go back quickly, Mr. Yu. No matter whether it is or not, we should give him a good reception. Someone else said to Yu Jiang, and stopped asking him to drink. Don't worry, Mr. Yu. You will know if he is the Southwest Garrison Army's garrison commander just by asking. I have friends in the Southwest Garrison Army, wait for me to make a call. But at this time, another middle-aged man said to Yu Jiang, who also looked like a big boss, and looked quite elegant. Mr. Gong even has friends in the garrison army. Awesome. Ask quickly. Someone next to him said hurriedly. The middle-aged man immediately picked up the phone and made a call. Hello. What? The number 3 officer's car was lost by the garrison commander. That guy also saved the garrison commander. What's his name? Li what? The middle-aged man was on the phone, his face changing constantly. 2 minutes later, he hung up again. How is it? Mr. Gong. Did the garrison commander of the Southwest Garrison Command go to the Alice Hot Spring Hotel? Someone else asked hurriedly, and even Yu Jiang looked at the middle-aged man. No. The middle-aged man shook his head slightly and said in a deep voice. My friend just told me that the number 3 officer's car of the Southwest Garrison Command was lost by their garrison commander in a bet, and lost to a young man in his 20s. That guy also saved their garrison commander's life. I think his name is Li Hao. Then, the middle-aged man spoke directly again, telling the news he got on the phone. What? Not the garrison commander. The garrison commander lost the bet on the number 3 officer's car? How is that possible? When everyone heard what the middle-aged man said, they all looked surprised and a little unconvinced. Absolutely true. My friend also said that this was directly approved by the garrison commander, and the entire garrison knew about this matter. My friend also said that if you meet this guy driving the number 3 officer's car, you must treat him well and not offend him. The middle-aged man said in a deep voice, but there was a touch of shock in his voice. Mr. Gong, what did you say the young man's name was? But at this moment, Yu Jiang suddenly asked the middle-aged man loudly, with a look of surprise on his face. Everyone looked at Yu Jiang again, wondering why this guy looked like this. The middle-aged man surnamed Gong also showed doubts, but still said lightly. I think his name is Li Hao. Yes, it's Li Hao. What's wrong? Oh my god, Li Hao. Isn't this the new chairman of our Shan Shui group? The largest shareholder. Of course, he is from Jiangbei. When the middle-aged man surnamed Gong just finished speaking, Yu Jiang could no longer remain calm, and his face was full of shock. He got the news from the company a few days ago that the boss of their Shan Shui group had been replaced, and he was from China, and from Jiangbei, and his name was Li Hao. Yu Jiang did not expect that the person driving the number 3 officer car was not the commander of the Southwest Garrison Army, but the boss of their Shan Shui group. This guy is the boss among the bosses. He has to go back. The people around him were also shocked when they heard what Yu Jiang said. What? This Li Hao is actually the chairman of your Shan Shui group. I'll go. Boss Yu, You should go back quickly. We won't keep you. No, 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 let's go to your hotel together. Let's get to know each other. Yes, yes. Let's go together. Let's go to your hotel to drink this wine. If we are lucky enough to have a drink with your CEO Lee, that would be great. Dot. Voices rang out one after another, and the eyes of the people around him were filled with shock. They stood up one after another, and couldn't help but go with Yu Jiang to meet the boss of their Shan Shui group. Now they have no interest in eating and drinking at all. Okay. Let's go together. Yu Jiang also nodded and said. So, all the big businessmen drove their cars and rushed from the center of Jiangbei City to Alice Hotel, just to meet the legendary chairman of Shan Shui Group. Even if it takes more than an hour to drive, it doesn't matter. Anyway, it's still early now, and it should be in time to rush over. And they are all big businessmen, basically equipped with full-time drivers. They asked the drivers to drive at the fastest speed. Fortunately, there are not many cars at night, and they drive very fast, so they didn't even use an hour to arrive at the door of Alice Hot Spring Hotel. God level tip, report the walking 500,000 at the beginning. Author, Tian Tian Taido. Chapter 201. Li Hao didn't know that the license plate of his Audi was noticed by the hotel security, and he even recognized it as the number 3 car of the Southwest Garrison Army. What Li Hao didn't know was that the security had reported the matter to Yu Jiang, the general manager of Alice Hot Spring Hotel. What Li Hao didn't know was that after Yu Jiang knew about his license plate, it caused such a big shock that all the business leaders who were having dinner with Yu Jiang rushed here. At this moment, Li Hao was still savoring the wonderful feeling just now. Cool. It's comfortable to kiss. This was not the first time Li Hao kissed Qin Yaking, but it was the first time to kiss in front of so many people. A bright smile appeared on Li Hao's face, while Qin Yaking's pretty face was all blushing, even her neck was already red, and Shen Meng's face next to her was also flushed, with an inexplicable look. Qin Yaking's old classmates next to them also opened their mouths wide, and were fed by the scene of dog food. This guy is really awesome. Isn't this a slap in the face? I'm afraid there will be something interesting to watch. Many people couldn't help but sigh in a low voice, thinking that there would be something interesting to watch soon. Sure enough. When Lu Guangqiang in front saw this scene, his face was as ugly as it could be. Angry. Lu Guangqiang just felt very angry. Very angry. Furious. The goddess he liked for many years was actually robbed by someone, and kissed in front of him. Very good. Really good. Lu Guangqiang stared at the two people closely, his eyes filled with anger, and there was a hint of sharpness, and he said sharply. Qin Yaking, you will regret it? Lu Guangqiang said sharply, and then stared at Li Hao again, saying fierce words. And you, your name is Li Hao, right? You wait. I'm going to get you, it's just a matter of minutes. Oh? Really? Hearing Lu Guangqiang's words, Li Hao smiled faintly again, his smile filled with a hint of disdain. To get him? It's just a matter of minutes? Isn't that the opposite? But at this moment, everyone saw that at the entrance of this area, some very beautiful waitresses appeared, wearing the hotel's special uniforms and lined up to come up, a full 10, each waitress was very tall and outstanding in temperament. This appearance attracted everyone's attention. What's going on? Why are there so many beautiful waitresses suddenly here? I saw that these waitresses were wearing white gloves, and in each of their hands, they were holding a bottle of red wine. Everyone had a bottle in their hands, a total of 10 bottles. Everyone's face had a strange color at this moment. Romani Conti? It's Romani Conti. At this moment, someone recognized the name of the red wine in the hands of these beautiful waitresses. What? Romani Conti? This red wine is actually Romani Conti. Romani Conti that costs more than 100,000 yuan a bottle. Brother Chiang. Did you order this wine? 10 bottles. Boss Chiang is awesome. Dot. The next moment, the whole party exploded, and everyone was shocked. These 10 bottles of red wine are all Romani Conti, and each bottle costs more than 100,000 yuan, which means that these 10 bottles are worth more than 1 million yuan. Everyone thought that this wine was ordered by Lu Guangqiang at the first time, and they all exclaimed. Really generous. Lu Guangqiang was also stunned at this moment. Romani Conti? He remembered that he didn't order this wine? Could it be that these people were wrong? I saw these 10 beautiful waitresses came straight to everyone. Hello, gentlemen and ladies. These 10 bottles of wine are sent to you by our hotel. I wish you a happy meal, a good drink and a good time in our hotel tonight. The leading beautiful waitress said to everyone, her voice was very pleasant, and after that, these beautiful waitresses retreated directly. But the words of this beautiful waitress fell into the ears of everyone, and they looked at the 10 bottles of Romani Conti neatly placed on the table, and they were shocked again. What? Are these 10 bottles of Romani Conti sent by the hotel? Oh my God! Can Romani Conti be sent as a gift? Dot. The voices of exclamation continued to ring. Boss Jiang, awesome! Boss Jiang, do you know the owner of this hotel? This wine. Someone looked at Lu Guangqiang again, and couldn't help asking Lu Guangqiang, but the look in his eyes when he looked at Lu Guangqiang became different again, full of brilliance, as if he admired him very much. Lu Guangqiang was actually very confused at the moment, and he couldn't believe it, but feeling the admiring eyes of these people, Lu Guangqiang felt that his vanity was extremely satisfied, and then Lu Guangqiang acted calmly and said slowly. Of course I know the owner of this hotel. We have had business dealings. This wine should be sent by him. It surprised me a little. Everyone was shocked when they heard Lu Guangqiang's words. It was really because of Lu Guangqiang. Hiss. There was a sound of sucking in cold air. Boss Jiang is awesome. What is face? This is face. This face is too big. Boss Jiang, can you take me with you? I will follow you in the future. Dot. Beside Lu Guangqiang, some compliments were heard, and even some girls looked at Lu Guangqiang with eyes full of brilliance, and gave birth to some ideas. Although Lu Guangqiang looks ordinary, he is rich. Lu Guangqiang's face showed a hint of pride again, but he looked at Li Hao again. Haha, see, this is power. It's really easy for me to deal with you. Even if I ask you to get out of this hotel now, it's a piece of cake. Lu Guangqiang said to Li Hao fiercely again, even with a hint of threat. Before Li Hao could speak, Qin Yaking next to him was about to speak. However, at the door, another cold voice came. Who do you want to get out of the hotel? You are the one who should get out of the hotel. This is a man's voice. Everyone looked in the direction of the voice and suddenly saw a group of people appear in their sight. There were 7 or 8 people, basically in their 30s or 40s, all men, but each of them looked extraordinary and very imposing, with a temperament like a superior. Moreover, behind these people, there were many people following, and they all seemed to be from this hotel, some wearing suits, and some wearing security uniforms. What a big scene!